Welcome, everyone, to the next episode of
Stuuuke.
Today. We are going to switch role where the master becomes the student.
Who's
And
the
look at
master?
everything today is my daughter become the master, I become the student. So today we want to talk about
Ask me anything.
ask you anything.
Yeah.
Okay. What what do a daughter expect from her father?
Okay, let's see. Like in terms of are you just saying in general?
Or what is a good definition of a father to you?
To me. Okay.
To you?
I think a father creates a lot of like structure for the family. And I think a dad is loving. I think they're kind. I think they're nurturing. I think they're understanding. But me as a daughter can look to, when I think of a dad, I think of someone I can look to for like leadership and guidance and just like, yeah, structure. So that's what it is to me.
Okay. So what about when you get angry
Look, at my dad,
at your dad or anyone? Yes.
I think there's
Because we
still,
as dad don't do everything right all the time.
I know you don't do everything right. And I feel like I get angry with you sometimes, especially like over health stuff. I think you and I have had our, because I'll feel like, Dad, like, I don't want you to eat Popeye's chicken and you eat Popeye's chicken. So I've gotten mad. But I think there's still a level of respect there that I have for you that I don't, it's, when I get angry, I'm angry, but I'm able to really express my emotions to you because you've created a space that I can. I could just be myself. But I also know, like, you're still my dad, so I'm not like,
Sure.
I'm not talking crazy to you or anything. I'm very, like, I'm upset and I'm angry, and I think you know that. But there's still a way that I speak to you, or at least I try, and like I try to really be respectful and like say what I have to say, but I never feel like I have to hold back, if that makes sense.
Yes. And I know when you're serious and when you're not. You're not wanting me not to eat Popeye just because you don't like Popeyes. You want to
Popeye's
make
chicken
sure.
is tasty. Yeah.
I think so too, but you just want me to eat it in moderation.
That's
And I
right.
understand.
That's what I'm saying. So.
I understand. So, what is it about the advice I give you about guys, though?
Like, what do you
How,
mean?
how, how do you feel when you say, Dad, I got this guy and I want you to meet him? What do you expect from
Oh,
from from me as a dad when you come and tell me I got this guy I like and I would like for you to give me your honest opinion about it?
I'm looking for your approval. I'm looking for you to be like, yes or no. I mean, I know as an adult, I have to make my own choices and decisions, but like, your opinion is very important to me. Like, what you think about a person that I'm potentially going to make like a lifelong commitment with, it means everything to me that that person gets along with you, that you feel like you feel comfortable enough basically giving me away,
Yes,
to this
yes.
person. I think that's important to me, and it means everything to me. So,
Okay, all right. Now, what is one of the things that just really get you about fathers that you wish we do better at? Is it listening? Like one thing that you could say, if I could change this about my dad, I would. What would that be?
I think you're such a good dad. Hold on, let me think
I
about it. I
appreciate
do. I
that.
really do. I think you've grown a lot in emotions and letting me express my emotions. I think before, like we talked about this, there's a lot of not really wanting to see me cry or seeing like, me
Yeah.
have a lot of strong emotions. Like you'd be like, oh, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. Try to get me to like get over it faster.
Mm-hmm.
And I think as a kid, I felt like, no, I just want you to let me just like cry and let me be sad. And I know it made you uncomfortable because you didn't want to see me like that. And I think now that I've gotten older and we've been able to have those conversations where I tell you, like, Dad, that's not helpful.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've really adjusted. And so, if I could say one thing I didn't like, and now that I do like, is that I used to feel like you really didn't create enough space for me to have big emotions. And now you totally let me have them. Like I went through a big breakup in my adult life and you were there. Like you came home, like drive home, sit down, I'm like sobbing and you're like, oh, come here, Court. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
okay, So
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
really evolved in that way.
Oh, okay, okay,
Hmm.
okay. But what is one of the things that you gonna look for in a husband?
I'm gonna look for a husband that is like you. I'm gonna look for a husband that honestly that creates a lot of structure and has a lot of what am I trying to say? Like creates like a container for our family, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we can look to him as a leader and that not a dictator, but a leader. I think a leader, they work together with their family, right? Like somebody who's really open minded, who's really kind, who really thinks about the well being of their family. That's like the top priority. Someone whose priority is to really take care of, like provide, protect, their family. I think that's what I want to look for. I want to look for someone who wants to be a dad and a husband. Like they want to be with their family. They want to nurture their family. They want to grow their family. And it's the most important thing in their life.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Good answer. I love that. So, what is when it comes to spiritual things as a dad or as a husband? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for someone who has like a strong connection to source, like higher power. I'm not necessarily as picky on like it has to be a specific religion or anything. What I'm looking for is that they believe in something higher than themselves, right? And that they have a a ritual, a sacred practice. Like that could be meditation, that could be prayer, but it's something that they carve out time to really do every day and to have special every day for them. And that our family can look to and be like, okay, we know we're looking to our dad for guidance, but that's because our dad is getting guidance from, right, higher power, God, universe, whatever we want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
But he's really relying not just on himself for guidance. It's more like he's being filled up with spirit. That's what I'm looking for.
Do you think it's very important that a father, especially as they get older, should they come and expect that to live with their children? Do they expect their kid to take care of them?
I mean, I don't know that me as a daughter or dad would let anybody else take care of you. Like, I just wouldn't. Because you literally have taken care of me my entire life. Now,
Mm,
granted, I became an adult and you let me do my thing. You
mhm,
don't necessarily take care of me in that way anymore, but you've always been there for me that I can't fathom somebody else. I just can't.
mm,
Like if you're not well and you get to the age where it's time for, those that's inevitable. It's going to happen. I cannot. I don't I don't foresee that for myself putting you anywhere else but
mm,
with me.
mm.
But that's what I want though.
Yeah,
I want you to cuz I feel like also older people when they go to like old people homes and stuff, no, nothing ever good really
no,
comes.
no, no. I
You need
think
to
they,
be with your family. You need
yeah.
to be with me, and I don't see why not. Why not? I don't. So,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But how would you? But what if your husband don't approve?
then he was not the right person for me.
But you don't know.
No, I think I would know. I think I would know based on how he presents in dating. Like those are the types of things I'm looking for. Like,
Sure.
again, if you really care about something more than just yourself and family's most important, I don't think that he would be the type of person that would say, like, no, your parents can't come. I hope that his mentality is, I want my whole family together. I
Mm-hmm.
want everyone to be, in this, I don't know what we're gonna call it, compound.
Yes.
Whatever we're gonna have, or
Sure.
at least you live close by, a house down, something, because family is everything. And I think it's kind of lost
Yeah.
now. I
Mm-hmm.
want my children to be able to go to Papa's house, and learn Papa's wisdom and also come back to parents' house. Like I want it to be that village community mentality. I just don't foresee myself having anything other than that.
Oh yeah. That
So
I mean that's a great answer. That is a great answer. But what if when it comes to your finance though, how might that impact you though and your family? Cause you know when your parents get older, they're gonna require more or whatever it
Mhm.
is, and that may have a strain on you financially.
It could. I think that's something that he and I would have to talk about because I do desire to have a very traditional like marriage and partnership, right? Where like we do talk about our finances and it's not just me being like, well, that's my parents. Like, I want to do whatever. No, I would really consult with my partner
Yes.
first. So we would have to talk about it. And I think if everything is an ongoing conversation, there's a lot of honesty and openness. I don't know. I'm not trying to be naive. I just don't foresee it being hard to do if you're having an open conversation.
Yeah,
It's hard to
that's right.
do when it's like, no, this is my money. These are my parents. I'm going to take care of, because then I don't know what that's accomplishing. Honestly, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Mm-hmm.
creating a lot of strife for no reason when you guys could talk about it. Maybe there are things I won't be able to afford,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but I doubt it. I just don't want to have that mentality, you
Sure.
know?
Sure. Sure. So, how many kids do you foresee in your future? What if there's kids out there that's that's really lonely, don't have no one,
Mm-hmm.
and here you are, you got all of this that you could provide for them. Would you be
Mm-hmm.
willing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But how would you think that may affect your family in it though?
Again, I think it's something we would have to talk about. But no, I first see myself like this is what I envision, visualizing, you know. I want to have my own children. I at least want to have four. That's what I want. And it say for example, the visualization, the universe is like, okay, well, we'll give you two. And there's other kids out there who need a home. I'm definitely open to adopting.
Yes.
I really am.
Okay.
I
Okay.
feel like there are kids out there who need a place, and if we have a place big enough and there's space and the resources and all the things to take in the children, why not? Let's do it.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You know, I see a lot in our society now, people having kids for a welfare check.
Mm.
What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I don't know enough about that to like weigh in on it. But I will say that when it comes to children, I do think we really have to be prepared to have one. Like
Yeah.
it's a conscious choice, right? Because we're bringing a child into this world to guide them. That's a huge responsibility. That's
Yes,
not
it is.
something to be taken lightly, and I think there's a lot of us out there with childhood trauma and all this stuff because people kind of flippantly have children and do it maybe for selfish reasons. I don't know everybody's motives or intent, but I do believe that if the intention is there to truly bring a kid into this world because, you want to help another soul come to earth and you want to help them guide them through life and all the things, and your heart is in the right place, I think you can do a really good job. But when you don't really think about that prior, nope. Yeah.
Do you think it's important for kids if they come in and tell you, "Oh, mom, I want to be a rapper or something"? What would be your thoughts on that?
I'd be like, great, let's do it. Like, let's hone in on your poetry skills. Like, let's hone in on your musicality. Let's hone in on your right, because I think everybody has come here with a gift, and sometimes, like children, especially, I believe that they know there's no resistance there. There's no
Hmm.
like, and we also help to like program kids. So if a child came to me and said, I want to be a rapper, I'm like, let's do the things. Let's work on your writing skills. Let's work on your rhyming skills. I mean, I don't know. Rapping is an art form. So let's work on really like developing your skills so that you can be out there. Do we need to go to some battle? What do we need to do to sharpen your skills? But
Yes.
I don't think I would tell a child, no, you can't do that, because then I don't know. I think we have it kind of backwards. Like kids come here with, honestly, I believe more wisdom than even adults. Like we all had it, but we lose it along the way. But there's like this in
And how do you think that
wisdom
we do that? Why you?
Program, just like programming. So say, for example, if the child did come and say, I want to be a rapper, and the parent, because of their beliefs and what's said in their mind already about rappers or whatever it could be, no, you don't need to do that. No, you don't need to do, and then you just kind of, that little fire, zoop, done. And it's all about personality. Some kids can persevere through that. Their parents telling them they can't do things. Other kids, they may not have that personality. But I think we have to take time as parents, educators, all the things to really get to know what is a child's personality. Like, how do they learn? What is it about them that, we need to nurture? Some kids are really studious. Some kids are really creative. Some kids are really, athletic. Like, there's a lot of different intelligences that we can nurture in a child. So,
Do you think that every parent should monitor what their kid watch on the
yep,
internet?
I do. 100%. Again, we're a guide. We're a guide. We're here to guide children. Like, I don't know. There's some things out here I'm like, no, they're not just like your friend. There's time for that. When they're little, why are you watching things that are inappropriate? You're a child.
Yes, that's right.
I think that we have to give kids time to be a kid. Like, I got to be a kid. I really did. I had toys and dolls, but also back, when I was growing up, the YouTube wasn't as accessible. It wasn't like a thing to just like, I mean, it was a thing to be able to go on the computer and stuff like that and access things. But I don't know. You guys you bought me a lot of toys and encouraged me to play with that stuff. And that's what I did. And I was a kid for a very long time. So I just don't see that now.
So when you get to become a teenager and you first start getting interested in boys or whatever it is, do you feel that a kid should be able to come to their mother or father and be really open about what they feel concerning their boyfriend or
Yeah.
this or that?
I do. Because if I'm not able to be open with you guys, somebody else is going to tell me.
Well, they
may not tell you. Yeah.
They're gonna tell you the wrong thing.
Yeah, they may tell you the wrong thing, or they may tell you something that really doesn't line up with your values. And then what are your values, right? Like, I think if your parents really establish what your values are, what your value system is, like, this is what we're doing, it does open up then that door for kids to be able to like talk to their parents. But I think we have to see you guys really practicing being honest and open in order for us to also be honest and open. Because I think it's just difficult sometimes. I know me as a teenager, I had some hard things that I wanted to talk to you guys about, but I wasn't able to because I really didn't see you guys being honest and open. Yeah. Meaning like
that
you have to foster and model how to do it in order for a child to be able to feel comfortable.
Sure. Yes.
Especially as a teenager, because that's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to want to talk to you guys about all the things I have going on, all the feelings I have and all the, like, just all the stuff. So, yeah.
Do you ever feel like because you didn't talk to us about stuff like that, you really you missed out on a lot of things that you probably could have gone a different way if you had? So how did you work through that though?
I think naturally, like, I have a very curious personality, so I think I just kind of trial and error. Do I wish? Yes, I do. I wish we did have a more open relationship, but I felt like you and I did. I mean, as a family, like, our family dynamic wasn't as open. I think some things were just like, well, it's understood. It doesn't need to be said, but honestly, I think it explicitly needed to be said. So, yeah, I do. Now, would it have saved me from a lot of things? I don't know. I really don't. I can't answer that question. I don't necessarily know that I went through anything so challenging that I wish I could have been saved from.
Yeah.
Because I think I did take, the values and stuff that you guys did instill, and that stuff kind of stuck with me. It's just the open and honest conversations we didn't really do till later, my like 20s and stuff. That's when we really started getting to it. But teens,
And do you think it's more important that when you talk to teens before they reach their 20s, or how early do you think a parent should start talking to kids about?
When they become
Oh,
conscious to the world,
yes,
like 7.
yes, yes, yes. You're right.
I do.
I don't think that's age too early.
I really
But
don't.
soon as they become,
Yeah.
you're right.
Very aware, they start asking questions. Just answer the questions. Just
Yeah.
answer as honestly as you can. I don't think you guys had to have the right answers. But either way, Dad, like I observed what was happening anyway. So whether you guys talked to me about things or pretended like things weren't happening or
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
implied things, I still saw it all.
You
So I
observed
think
it.
parents can just go ahead and talk. Just go ahead and talk to the kid. We're gonna see what's happening anyway.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. That's very true. What you're saying, very true. So, why do you think it's important sometimes when your friend, your parents may not approve of them? What do you do? How do you handle that? What do you feel as a kid?
I think as a kid, I feel like I roll, like y'all don't know. But now hindsight's 2020. Looking back on it, I think you guys can see things that we can't see.
Yeah, because you never lived this
Yeah,
life before.
yeah, as you would always say. You never lived this life before. And I didn't want to hear that as a teenager. I'm like, you don't know. She's cool, whatever. But I think you guys, you can see things that I just couldn't see. And I think mom was pretty good at that. Like seeing like certain girl relationships that she felt like, no, you don't need to do that. Most of the people you guys approved of, there's just like a few you'd be like, you called them hood rats, but I thought it was mean, but that's what you would call them.
Well, the only reason I call them that is because it's not that they were bad kids, but because they didn't have no training. They were just out running wild.
Yeah, running the streets.
I mean, whatever you you see them do, they just do it. Like, I don't care if you see this, with no shame, no anything. So I feel then, that's why I like, okay, they really don't know, and not because they were bad kids. They just really wasn't taught.
Yeah.
They really wasn't. And that's why I had to change my approach to that. Because that's the same thing when we were small. Like I told you, I had I had 7 more brothers and 4 sisters. I had 7 more, and that was the same thing. My mom didn't have to say but once, or some things all she needed to do was look. That certain look she had knew that she approved or she disapproved. And wherever you messed up at,
Yeah.
she'll tell you, don't do that. And make sure you understood. And if you still go off and do it, she ain't gonna tell you no more. She'll just say, hey, come with me. And everybody
Yeah.
around gonna hear what she doing to you. She gonna have you double dutching with a switch.
But you didn't. Yeah, you guys didn't do that. I mean, you guys
Yeah,
didn't
but
get it.
you didn't need that.
You didn't get it all right, but you guys didn't do that. That's
And
the
you don't have to. What
Yeah.
I'm saying is some kids are just like, they just curious like that. But some of them you have to say, hey, no, don't do this. And they don't do it, then why would you need to double dutch them? Why?
I don't know.
'Cause they
You never
understood.
spanked me. I don't know. You never. I don't remember that from you.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I really didn't. I didn't need to. Trust me, if you needed to, I would have, but you never needed to.
I don't believe him. My dad's like a crab, hard on the outside and soft and mushy on the inside. I don't believe you, but okay. Yeah, you say.
Well, it's the truth, though. It's something I learned from my parents. I was like, I don't think I ever do this to my
Yeah,
kids.
me didn't.
But even though I know we didn't turn out so bad, but everything that I got from them, I deserved it. I really did. Because they told me not to, and I'm like, I'm not listening to you. They get me. So hey, there's a consequence. You you have to pay for.
Yep.
And that's why I think too, there's a lot of people out in my era, my parents used to say, hey, I'm going to correct you now because I don't want the police or somebody else try to correct you because all they want to do is throw you in prison and put you in a cage, and Lord knows what happened behind that.
Mm-hmm.
So I will correct you now.
Yeah.
So you'll never have to get there.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a very smart idea the way they did it or whatever it is. But so we didn't turn out so bad. Out of 12 kids, nobody.
Nope. I got the best one of the 12.
But I think some of your other cousins will feel the same way.
I think
Yeah.
so too.
Yeah.
Of course. Just like you told me, you're the best daughter I ever had.
You're the only
So I'm
daughter.
the only one.
That's for sure. And like I said before in one of the other episodes, that I take family very serious, very serious.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so thankful that God has allowed me to be your dad.
Yeah.
And to be a husband. And I'm thinking, yes, would I would love to make millions and millions of dollars, but yeah. But all I knew is that whatever I did, I was going to do it for my family. And I wasn't going to do anything illegal or immoral. And it worked out all right. We still working trying to get there, but
It worked out all right.
it worked out all right. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
So, for all of you guys, we got it from the master point of view today.
We feel like we're going to we should do this more.
Yes, we should do this more. Should get it from the master point of view.
No, he's really
No,
the
not
master.
That's just because I've been living a little longer than her. That's all. But to get things from her point of view, I think it's a great idea. And that's what family do. Family share what they think, because no one of us is smarter than all of us. Until next time, we'll tune in and we'll see you back here again at
I almost
right.
missed my cue. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Peace out, homies.
Peace.